Let me paint you a familiar scene. You just delivered a presentation that knocked it out of the park. As you're packing up your laptop, a colleague walks up and says, "Wow, you're so articulate." Their tone, surprised. Sound familiar? Or how about this? You walk into work with a new protective style and suddenly your personal space becomes public property. "Can I touch it?" No, Susan, you cannot. If you're already nodding along, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're about to have an important conversation about navigating these moments while protecting our peace. Listen, I've been there. Let me share something that happened to me. I had my box braids up in a bun one day, and my supervisor, who was Asian, looked at me and said, "Does your neck hurt?" I was like, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "Your hair, it looks heavy." Y'all, I had to take a deep breath before I responded. Actually, my ancestors carried water jugs on their heads, so I think I've got the neck strength to handle these braids. The look on her face. But here's the thing. While that moment became a funny story, these interactions add up. These aren't just uncomfortable moments, these are microaggressions. And for Black women in professional spaces, they're as common as morning coffee. According to a study from the Journal of Ethnographic and Qualitative Research, these subtle forms of discrimination can actually be more damaging to our mental health than overt racism. The research shows it's because these incidents create a constant state of uncertainty and self-doubt, forcing us to question our reality. Did that really just happen? Am I being too sensitive? Should I say something? And let me tell you something I wish someone had told me years ago. You're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. Your feelings are valid. Before we dive deeper, take a second to tap that subscribe button if you're finding value in this conversation. These are the kinds of honest discussions we have here about workplace dynamics and professional growth. Now, let's address something crucial: your energy. Every microaggression you experience is like a withdrawal from your mental and emotional bank account. And just like a financial budget, you need to be strategic about where you spend that energy. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't owe anyone a response, you don't owe anyone an explanation, and you certainly don't owe anyone a teachable moment. Your primary responsibility is to protect your peace and advance your professional goals. Sometimes that means addressing the microaggression directly, and sometimes it means letting it go and preserving your energy for things that matter more. Both choices are valid and both choices are powerful. Today, I want to introduce you to a powerful framework called the 3R method. It's been a game changer for handling these situations with grace while protecting your peace. So let's break it down. Number 1, recognize. This is about trusting your gut. You know that tension in your shoulders or that drop in your stomach you feel? That's your body telling you something is off, so trust it. Second, regulate. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about choosing how to use them. Take a breath and ask yourself, what's the power dynamic here? How much energy do I want to invest in this moment? Is this a teachable moment or a protect my peace moment? And third, reclaim. This is where you take your power back. Sometimes it's direct. I prefer not to discuss my personal appearance at work. Sometimes it's a question. I'm curious what made you phrase it that way. And sometimes it's choosing to save your energy and address it through other channels later. The power is in making that choice consciously. But here's what's crucial. You need your people. So you need to build support. I'm talking about building what I call your professional board of directors. So there's a few people on this board of directors. The first being your truth teller, which is someone who helps you reality check situations. And then there's also your strategic advisor. That's someone who helps you navigate workplace politics. And then you can have your safe space creator where you can be yourself, no code switching required. And if you don't have these people yet, create these spaces. Start that lunch group at your workplace or organization. Reach out to others who understand, build those connections. Remember this, you can honor your peace and your power at the same time. Each situation is unique and only you can decide the best way to handle it based on your professional context, your relationships, and your energy levels at that moment. There's no one-size-fits-all approach, and that's okay. If this resonated with you, Hit that subscribe button and join our community where we have real conversations about professional growth and workplace dynamics. I create new content every week about navigating these challenges while staying true to ourselves. Drop a comment below with your experiences if you feel called to share, and let's continue this conversation. Until next time, protect your peace, own your power, and keep rising. Don't forget to join Align and Thrive if you'd like to join the network of women who are there to support each other, and the goal is to strive in being your most authentic, creative, rested, and balanced self. The link is in the description. I hope to see you there. See you in the next one.